You may have heard, but Guilty Gear players strongly dislike any character that's not their own, and that does not change for the newly announced character, Dizzy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what type of character Dizzy is, what ends up being annoying about her, and what I think she'll actually have in Guilty Gear Strive. So Dizzy is a set play and zoning type character. If you play Strive currently, this archetype should sound quite familiar to you because it's pretty successful in this game. But she has a couple of unique twists of her own. So for starters, she is quite fast. She has some unique air options that other characters don't have, specifically having two kind of long air dashes. Right now, there's only two other characters with multiple unique options like that. I know there are people who will be like, oh, there's Bedman and Zato, and that's true. But in this case, I'm talking specifically about Milia and her two air dashes, and Chip with his multiple jumps and freedom of air actions. But it's not just about how fast she is, but it's about how she can zone as well. So she has a plethora of zoning tools. The most famous one being her fish move, a move that moves independently of her and has a hit of armor. She also has the ice spike. This move was in plus R. It's also an Exerd, and in Exerd deck she gave her a fire version. You can call it a fire spike if you want. You can call it a fire pillar if you want. With meter, she can use this to control space. They're also used for combos and as combo enders to set up advantageous situations. Then you also have the spear. Usually she has to do this from a distance, but it has some light tracking properties, and this combined with her movement can be kind of annoying. And finally, she has the bubble. So again, this is another move that kind of varies on the game because she was in plus R and Exerd. But basically it's a move you put on the screen and she can pop it by hitting it and it causes a little explosion. So then we have the set play part of the zoning. So she has pretty consistent conversion ability in Exerd, and she has various tricks with the fish that she could use, the bubble that she could use, and her double air dash that she could use. There's a variety of ways she could air dash over you, she could air dash and pop the bubble, and she could sneak in strike throw. And her throw usually leads to a combo into a knockdown into the same situation, which could be pretty scary to fight against if your character doesn't have good reversal options. But the thing in her case is that it's not about reversal options in a normal way that we expect, things like DPs and such, because if she uses fish, it has armor. So usually characters need special options like movement things or using your backdash and having a really good understanding of what the Dizzy player is going for. With all that out the way, what ends up being annoying about her and what do I think she'll actually have? So again, one is that she's unexpectedly slippery. She can move in and out of ranges really easily. And in the air, she has pretty good buttons, things like her jump K and jump H, and even something like air versus air JD sometimes. Where on the ground, her buttons aren't as big, but she does have big light buttons, specifically things like 2K and 2P are unexpectedly huge on a character like that. Then, like I said at the beginning, she is a set play zoner. So being a set play zoner means she is going to be moving in and out of ranges, and when she hits you successfully, she's going to set up advantageous sequencing. This should be pretty familiar, it's pretty common in this game. Characters like Happy Chaos and Asuka have been pretty successful with this strategy so far, and having people have to act based off what you're doing from a distance has been strong in Guilty Gear Strive in general. And again, I think the main twist comes from how she acts with what she sets up, which is kind of the same for everybody, but it's more of she puts something in advance and moves around. In Happy Chaos' case, it's a lot about him kind of controlling based off resource. Asuka's based off what he has in his hand and what test case he's in. So Dizzy is about how much time she's going to have to put something and then moving with it. The final question is, do I think they're actually going to take stuff away from her? I mean, the big thing from her is like, okay, probably, but like her character concept with zoning is that she puts things out first and then moves with them, which is much more in line with the type of interactivity the devs seem to like in characters, especially ones that don't seem to nerf. So I wouldn't actually expect many of her more iconic moves to be removed from the game. My only question is how she's going to interact with the meter in this game, because there's not 25 meter options, and both in plus R and Exerd, she relied heavily on 25 meter options to be successful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.